EA Sports. For a spot in the NFC Championship game, this one is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
That's caught. Devon Achane. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has a man, it's Achane. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. In the middle holds, they don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air with Penix. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, it's Penix. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. Return lanes don't open for him. He stopped shy of the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Straight to the air here. It's Young. Pass complete to Hubbard. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Young working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Young. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Juke the defender. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will take over. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. An option give to Robinson. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. B.J. Wanham gets there to haul him down. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Panthers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Shotgun snap now to Young. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. He breaks the tackle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the shotgun, Penix. Achane reels it in. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd down give to Robinson. He's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Pitts. Breaks through, and he might break away. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons push their lead to 3. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Devin Tompkins to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, you love to see it, Brock. One of the big guys stealing an interception and then running with it for a while. Always a treat. Those are such fun plays.
Why do you love it? I love it. Everybody watching loves it. It's because those big guys don't get chances like this very often. They do so much of the dirty work, right? Right there at the line of scrimmage. And they'll get their hands up to knock balls down. But when the big old grizzly bear actually gets it in his hands and he gets to run, it is must-see TV.
Robinson can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Running forward, it's Achane. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's 3rd and goal. Penix working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 44. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air on first down. Young. Dump off caught by his back. And that's good for a gain of 5. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running left, it's Pierce. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done, too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Panthers trying to make some noise before halftime. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out the middle, Hubbard. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 3. He's on the move. Throwing deep for the end zone. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get a late score and tie it before the half. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Here's Penix. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, it's Robinson. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Able to find Achane. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield. especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Third down run from Achane. And he'll get them enough for a first down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've got first down from the 31. Penix now. Completed to his running back. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down carry for Achane. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. This is a 39-yarder from the left hash. Browns kick is up and good. And they've taken back the lead. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Tompkins now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost in the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that first down, and he went and got it.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Finds Sanders. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now it's Young. Gets this one to Pierce. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Quick slant complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Brooks does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Penix looking to pass. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards. And 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and it forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Young. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
2nd and 13. Flush down now to his left. Ooh, incomplete there on 2nd down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. But got to secure the pick before anything else.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap now to Young. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Panthers football, and their playoff run's in jeopardy. They're trailing here. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Sticking to the air, it's Young. And the defender comes away with it. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. Yeah. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Robinson on the inside give. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Breaks the tackle, still going. No one around, he's got space. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They give to Achane on the option. Pushing for the red zone. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. De'Von Achane with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact...
Oh, no, they get him yet again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Falcons have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Handoff now to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Penix working from the gun. That's incomplete left side.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They give to McClellan from the gun. And he's tackled for a short gain. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You want to throw it into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Young on the play action. He's got time here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Panthers down by 10. Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. They're going for it. Young. Chased down to his right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Trying to run it in, Achane. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Going right side, Robinson with it. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd, less than a yard.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Brought in near the 10. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Tompkins now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And they pick him off again. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the phone, Brock, with that 4th fourth-quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it right side. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Tompkins now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame. 3rd and long, Young. Escapes the pocket. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. 1 final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one.